Welcome to BYT Food Adventures in Japan.
Sometimes we're not cooking, and we like to find all the good eats when we travel.
Yeah. We started our morning by getting jiggy with it.
So we went to Happy Pancake in Chinatown, Yokohama. I just found it by Googling and Yelping and came across a place that specialized in it.
My favorite was the pumpkin chestnut butter.
I got the fresh fruit pancakes.
Mizu no kokyu, juichi no kata, nagi.
We set out to get some takoyaki, and then we were super excited when we saw the collaboration with Demon Slayer.
This was my first experience with takoyaki, and I actually really liked it.
This was at the Gindaco under La Zona. Now for parfaits. Parfaits are a huge thing in Japan, and they are different from America, and I was excited to let Brian try them.
Them things were so good. This was my first experience sitting on the floor with our shoes off in an authentic Japanese restaurant. I loved it.
Then we had pastries at Kobeya Kitchen. We had a ham and cheese, a curry bread, and a sweet potato bread. The sweet potato bread was my favorite and also seasonal.
I really liked this curry bread.
Now time for udon, which is a big Japanese comfort food, and this is my mom's favorite spot in a train station.
Now it's Brian's favorite spot. This was our walk from Kitakamakura Station to Kamakura.
My aunt likes hiking a lot, and so we wanted to do a hike with her, and this is a little mini hike. And in Japan, there's a lot of temple, like walks that you can do from temple to temple, and it's all in nature, so you can experience both.
What you saw in that last building was where you pay the entrance fee to visit temples. As you can see, it's well worth your time and money. That kid with the fedora walking with us is my nephew. He lives out there. I didn't get any footage of the statues around here, but you will find statues of different Buddhas in this area.
These are Fuyu persimmons. They're the ones that are a little more elongated and they're usually a little softer.
I remember during my first visit to Japan, I found so many people of different age groups who loved hiking. You can see in our group here, our ages range from our mid 30s to our early 80s. Can any of you identify this spider for us? We've seen many of them around Japan, and they always had these nice big webs around them.
We also came across some turtles that was sunbathing.
I was surprised to see a familiar area for me, and as we were walking through this tunnel, I realized I had been here before for my previous trip.
This is a process called Zen Iarai, which is you're washing money to bring good fortune and increase your wealth.
Here she is, washing my nephew's yen.
And some of mine.
We were surprised to see these wedding preparations to our right. Unfortunately, it was raining. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Here is the payoff.
My aunt wanted to take us to a kaiseki restaurant.
This was my first time trying kaiseki, and I see why it was recommended to me so much.
For those of you that don't know, kaiseki is kind of like a formal dish with a lot of small plates, and it's several courses.
It was such a fun experience to see what dishes might pop up next, and every time something came up that was new, each person at the table would say, "Oishi," or "Umai."
And at the end here, you can see this is kind of the biggest portioned meal. It's kind of the closing kind of main dish, I guess. So you do like a miso. We got a choice of roast beef or tempura with some other sides like rice. And then it's time for dessert. This was their present to us for our wedding. So I specifically wanted a matcha parfait, and so I found this kind of fancy spot in Ginza where it looked like very quality matcha. And so we had a parfait, we did a matcha float, and an oshiruko dish, which is the red bean kind of sweet soup.
Apparently, PST pizza is kind of a big deal because it was on Yumi's dad's list of places that he had to try. We got the arrabbiata and the salmon and pumpkin.
The dough was delicious, nice and chewy.
And here we are, back at my favorite udon spot.
This place is a vending machine order system. You've probably seen it in a lot of places. You put in money, you click the button that you want, and you get a little ticket. And then we went to a katsu shop.
This is where you get to grind out the sesame seeds to create your dipping sauce for your katsu.
A couple nights we went to a yakitori spot.
It was nice because it was a quick walk from our hotel in Kawasaki. The wings here are a must-have. My favorite were the salted wings. Scratch that. These chicken and onion skewers were definitely my favorite.
Pictured here are tsukune, these kind of log looking ones. These are my favorite. And then on our last night, we got a muscat grape mochi. We were kind of looking for sakura mochi, but those are seasonal, so we made do with this, which is seasonal here.
Hope you enjoyed our little adventure in Japan. Let us know some of your favorite food items in Japan when you visit.